Hey, it's Eamon with ipXchange at Embedded World 2024. This is our third video with EPs, my second one with Bruno. So in the first one, we talked with Pierre about these mini EVKs for EPs, PMICs for energy harvesting. But Bruno is going to show us what the next level in your development can be. So Bruno, what?
Thank you, Eamon. So the third video is about what is the next step after you have proven a concept is working. What do you do next? What you do next is you follow the good practice proposal that EPs is providing you so that you can flatten this design on a PCB. And the typical use case here we have put just for the show together with our partner Semtech and Murata and Dracula Technologies is to flatten the design of the PMIC and energy harvesting section onto a miniature PCB that is having a LoRaWAN chipset and a LoRaWAN capability.
Cool. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive having harvested energy doing wireless transmission. And as you said, that this is transmitting all over the show. So,
yes.
So is this, what's this going on here? Is this the different chipsets or is this a demo?
In fact, we have 4 of them spread over the different halls of the show. We are in all 4A, they are in all 4, all 3, and all of them are transmitting to the Semtech gateway over there. And what we do, what we prove here really, is that you can connect this type of LoRaWAN technology with energy harvesting, powered by energy harvesting without battery at several hundred meters one each other. And imagine in a real-life case that this system is put into a collar of livestock or cattle. You can imagine that all these little collars will communicate far away from the end node and from the gateway so that they can also display their key parameters to the web app. And this is a web app typically. Okay. You have a temperature follow-up, you have a transmission frequency, you have frame counter, so you can transmit a lot of information through the air. They go to the Semtech central access point, go to the web, and we are back here as a farmer with our cattle running away in the show, and you can track what they are doing and where they are.
Cool, and we mentioned it in the previous video about electronic shelf labels, but obviously you don't have to have light shining on these all the time for transmission because of EP's PMIC managing the storage between the socket and the storage.
Yes, that's really absolutely an important point to mention. By nature, light is an intermittent source.
Yep.
And if you want to survive when there is no light, when the cow is indoor or when the cattle is in the dark, you have to put some sort of buffer. And you can size this buffer here according to the duration of no light you want. So you can manage not only the size of the element, the capacity of the element, and the way you want the use case to survive. And this is exactly what the PMIC is doing, transferring energy to the storage element. And in case there is no energy available from light, use this storage element as a main source to power the whole application.
Cool, and I think it's worth also noting that, and I'm only saying this because we mentioned it in previous interviews, but EPs is a great partner to have if you want to build this kind of device because they know the storage element people, they know the harvester people.
Yes, we have about 15 partners for storage element. We have about the same amount for energy source. We have 17 PMIC, so that makes a lot of combination. Not all are good, so we help customers to make their choice according to their criteria. We help them to flatten the design on the layout, the schematic, and in the end it makes a first time right design. This is what happened to this one here.
Cool, and I think it's worth noting, as Pierre said in the first interview, this isn't just PV harvesting, isn't it? You've got plenty of other ones.
Yes, you have also opportunity to harvest from thermal gradients with about 20 to 40 degrees of gradient, whether overheating or cool freezing areas. You can put some communication about the temperature, the state of the pipe. You can also harvest from vibration, you can harvest from pulse. And if I just push this button sitting behind Eamon, maybe you will hear this one is ringing at a distance. So this is just pulse energy from just a push. And you have the ping at a few meters of distance.
So this is actually a really, really nice roundup for me, because the first time I met Bruno was at Electronica, and he had a very demo version of this, and it's great to see it in person.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes. So we will show you the result here.
Cool. So yeah, check out EPs if you want to do energy harvesting and wireless transfer in the same product.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Bruno.
Thank you, Eamon.
So glad to see that.
See you next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, bye.